robust diagnostic. I lost my dad to cancer, and I understand sometimes that the really difference between life and death is a simple test. After the acquisition of my first company, Calico, I founded Ramen ID on a mission also to prevent the next pandemic. So I'm just gonna, as I promised, it's gonna be short and sweet. What we built next generation point of care reagent-free platform for early detection. So basically, that enable us to build a very sensitive detection system that can work on single molecule level. So I'm just gonna get this started. I know it's connecting to all my screen. So we all know with the increasing importance of effective molecular screening and diagnostic technology in clinical, medical, and food testing, the availability of robust detection method has become paramount. The global population expansion, widespread foreign travel, emergence of novel viruses like SARS-CoV-2, and highlight the urgent need for enhanced and monitoring these diagnostic detection capability. To address all of that, Ramen ID obtained a license from Johns Hopkins University for their substrate, surface-enhanced Ramen spectroscopy, and we developed next-generation reagent-free point-of-care rapid detection platform.
Can you use the microphone? We cannot hear you in the back.
Oh,
thank you.
Yes. By utilizing our solution, rapid and cost-effective testing can be achieved, with results being delivered in less than a minute, with each test cost less than $10. So it is, again, it's science, it's not magic. We combine the power of AI and new material science to build a very robust system. As I told you, it's all based on energy, so how it works. Surface-enhanced Raman spectroscopy goes beyond classic Raman spectroscopy. When the laser light interacts with pathogen, it undergoes a phenomenon called Raman scattering. This scattering process causes a small fraction of light to shift in energy, which corresponds to the vibrational rotational energy level of molecule. That will present that energy shift. It's called Raman shift, which is very specific and unique to molecules, and we call it signature. It's like molecular. We call it fingerprints. That it's actually very specific to pathogen. By measuring the intensity and the wavelength of the scatter light, Raman spectrometer can generate Raman spectrum, which represent the molecular composition of pathogen. This data will be compared to a database in the library to identify the specific pathogen or determine it's similar to other pathogens. Now what we built, which is surface-enhanced Raman spectroscopy, is the combination of the classic Raman spectroscopy with the nanoparticles, which is the new material science. Those nanoparticles, they built with really a patented technology that would allow 10 order of magnitude of enhancement. So basically, again, that will offer us a highly sensitive platform that can go to single molecule level. One reason that COVID actually, we got stuck in COVID for 3 years because none of the existing platform would be able to detect at single molecule level. So application of SARS. The application of SARS reached very diverse industry, including not limited to pathogen detection, material science, real-time monitoring, clinical testing, environmental monitoring, and food testing. Our technology three-part, it's combining the material science, which is the substrate we licensed from Johns Hopkins, the reader we built. So we have two versions of the reader. The first one you see in the screen, it's kind of similar to the size of my cell phone, with the laser embedded in the instrument. And the last part, which is the AI component, the software to analyze the spectrum. This is what we have currently, a technology that can be able to do real-time monitoring. So basically, you get the results right away. You just deposit the sample on the substrate, which looks like the packages look like this. I add the sample, insert it in that reader, and analyze it using that software. But imagine now, with the power, with the laser and the advance in science, the next version actually, we're not going to use this reader with laser. We're aiming to using our iPhone with the light. So basically, we don't need laser anymore. We're going to be able to have the same amplification with just enhancement of the light. We're not there yet, we're working on it, but imagine you go home and we just send you this cassette with the substrate, and we give you subscription to our library, and we told you, hey, if you want to test yourself against flu, influenza, all you have to do, you take a swab. Actually, I'm going to show you the process before we go. You take a swab, you deposit it on the cassette, you insert it in the reader, which is normally what we have now. It's a laser spectrometer. The next version is going to be your phone. You just shine your phone, and you will get that spectra that will be sent back to the library, which is cloud-based, and identify what you have. As long as you have subscription, which is access to the library, everything can be done on the cloud. So while you're at home, you get the results, what you got. And I know you're all asking what's unique about our substrate. So the substrate we acquired, we have actually two patented substrate. The unique, what benefits really be able to deliver that enhancement? It's the nanostructure. So basically, Johns Hopkins University be able to create that nanostructure to allow for amplification 10 to the full 4 magnitude. Currently, the package been manufactured. It's stable for 6 months at non-extreme environmental temperature. So basically, we send the patient or the clinician with those little cassette. They can keep it home for 6 months, and they can get tested regularly. We just started our FDA submission process. The second part, I already alluded to the reader. We have two versions of the reader. We have the desktop, which is big, that one we use when we need to develop new library for new packaging. And the small handheld one, the top one, which is basically allow you to do testing on the field or at home. And this is the most exciting part of our technology, which is the data library. Raman ID is building a cloud-based descriptive library of organism-specific spectral scatter signatures. Each organism and variant, therefore, have a unique signature which the sample are scanned against you. We call it fingerprint. The unique representative learning capability of deep learning enable direct training from the raw spectra instead of manually extracting the features. This method would allow us to, since it's a cloud-based, allow all detection instruments worldwide immediate access remotely when a new packaging emerges. And as we all know by now, surface-enhanced Raman spectroscopy offer key signatures advantages over the commercially available detection technique, which is the gold standard is PCR and the antigen test, with time to result for PCR from days to 45 minutes, for the antigen test around 15 to 30 minutes, for us almost instant. Ability to detect low concentration, PCR limit to 400 copies per ml, versus us we can go down to 100 copies. It's way more sensitive. We all know antigen test is not that sensitive, that's why it's not applicable. We built very high accurate platform. It is as accurate as the PCR. And the cost is actually a big player. For PCR to perform one test, it costs around 50, maybe less than 50, but That's the bare minimum. For antigen test, you can get it around 10. For us, way less than 10. And the ability to do multiplexing. So basically, if you want to be screened against multiple packaging, not just the flu and the COVID, you would be able, using the exact same sample, to deposit on the cassette and get the readout for similar antigen. Versus for PCR, you have to do it one by one. The antigen tests the same thing. And it's very user friendly. It's like holding my iPhone and pressing a button, and then you get the readout, which is tell you yes or no, you have this or not. And lastly, which is the most important thing, the capability of mass screening. For PCR, it's time consuming, so it's not fit for mass screening, versus for Raman ID, it can be done high throughput screening. In conclusion, I want to keep it short. I know it's heavy in science and it's in the afternoon. In conclusion, surface enhanced ramen technology is a powerful platform with its exceptional selectivity and sensitivity. We have opened the door for many applications. Our unique and innovative solution with the bring the paradigm shift in molecular, medical, and clinical testing. With the surface enhanced Raman technology, we empower professionals with the very fast, accurate, and very sensitive capability that surpass all the other detection methods. Lastly, I will just say one thing to wrap up. Our team is very, very excited to work on this project and be able to contribute to enhancing the well-being and safety of the global population while we're ensuring the integrity and stability of food testing and medical testing. So thank you, everyone. I know the theme of this conference wasn't fit for science talk, so I hope I did not bore you. But I thought this is really something innovative. It keeps everybody believe in science and we're protected. So we're all working really hard to prevent